What's going on, Grind Gangsters? My name is Bouldini. Today's going to be something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about the Steam Deck and possibly a rivalry with Razer. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. You guys haven't heard of the Steam Deck? It's basically going to be a portable PC that you can dock just like the Nintendo Switch. So it's pretty exciting. I'm pretty hyped for it, not going to lie. You can play like CSGO, Gary's Mod, Rocket League, whatever you play on Steam, you can play it on the Steam Deck. It's amazing. You know, like this is the future of PC gaming that we're going to be holding in our hands. I was originally supposed to release in December of last year, but it's now set to release in February of 2022, which is this year, of course. I have mine reserved, alright, it's like $5 to reserve it on Valve, and I'm sure, like, I really don't know when that expires, but I need to check on that. It's going to be coming out in 3 different models. You got the mid-range, which is 256 gigabytes, the one that I reserved, $529. The base model, that comes in at 64 gigabytes, $399, and then the highest end model, which is 512 gigabytes at $649. So really overall, not a very terrible price considering my Alienware was about $500, and you know, like it's like basically a Steam box. I mean, I think $529 is pretty fair for 256 gigabytes, and you also get a carrying case and exclusive Steam community profile, so that's pretty cool, you know. Although the high end includes premium anti-glare etched glass, an exclusive carrying case, not sure what that looks like compared to the original, an exclusive Steam community profile bundle, and exclusive virtual keyboard theme. So I mean for like another $120, you're kind of getting a bargain for your buck, you know what I mean? Not too bad. The base model only comes with a carrying case, but hey, still, I mean, every single model comes with something, so that's actually pretty cool to see, considering things like the Switch don't come with really any sort of accessories unless you get like a bundle, and the regular model of the Switch comes in at $299, unless you go for the OLED Switch, which is $349, which would be a better comparison to the Steam Deck, I do believe. You know, I feel like that would be a better competition, the OLED Switch compared to the Steam Deck. So every Steam Deck comes with Steam OS, but you can actually put Windows 11 on there, which is pretty interesting because it's like, if you can put Windows on there, like, I mean, originally they said that you can play computer games. So if you can put Windows on there, does that mean you can put any game on PC on there? Obviously, everybody's going to be going nuts over that. If you can put Call of Duty on there, that's going to be absolutely amazing. All right, like I'm pretty excited for that, actually. Like, if you can put Windows 11, you could put Minecraft, you could put you know, like Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, I mean, you can, the possibilities are endless if you can just literally use this as a portable computer, like a handheld computer. You know, like, I know we have gaming laptops, like I have a gaming laptop, but like, think about this for a second. A PC roughly this size that you can play whatever computer game you want in your hands. Does that not sound insane to you? If you're not a PC gamer, probably not. It is dockable like the Switch, so you can plug it into a monitor and hook it up like a computer. So it's literally like a PC that you can take with you anywhere you want. One thing I did find pretty interesting about the Steam Deck that Valve has said is that they're not coming out with any like exclusive titles specifically for the Steam Deck. I could kind of understand because it's like a portable computer, and they said it's a portable computer. You can, like, you know, it's meant to play computer games. So they're not going to make anything optimized for the Steam Deck. So in a way it makes sense, but in another way it's like, you know, come on, man. You know, I think it would be pretty cool to see some Steam exclusives, you know, some Valve exclusive games, but, you know, only time will tell. It does contain LPDDR5 memory, 16 gigabyte unified, 1 gigabyte of VRAM, offering 88 gigabytes a second bandwidth, which is pretty effing impressive. Before I get too far in this video, all the information that I'm like reading off to you guys, all the sources will be in the description down below. There's like 4 different websites I took these notes from, so definitely go check that out. Check the facts. If I messed anything up, I do apologize, alright? I don't make these videos very often. I'm just really excited for the Steam Deck. Now it says the Steam Deck supports up to 2 4K 60Hz displays with an integrated USB 3.0, Gen 2, and DisplayPort 1.4 with DSC connector. I'm really hoping that the dock at least kind of hooks up to the Elgato. You know, like I want to be able to stream from the Steam Deck or like, you know, record content from the Steam Deck. Because if I could do that, I may just have to sell my Alienware and get the Steam Deck. Because it's basically going to be the same thing, just upgraded. Because I have the Alienware Alpha, like I said, it's like basically the same thing as the Steam Box. So if I get the Steam Deck, see how that compares to the Steam Box, and then we'll kind of go from there. It says the cable itself is capable of 45 watts of charging power, which can both charge at full speed and have CPU and GPU clocks cranking. So that's pretty cool. You know, like obviously when it's all hooked up, plugged in, it's going to have better graphics and better performance. Now, you can't have something badass like the Steam Deck coming out without any competition. Obviously, it's going to be competing somewhat with the Nintendo Switch. The only thing with the Nintendo Switch is that it's Nintendo, so it's really only Nintendo titles that you can play on it, right? With Steam Deck, you can play PC games. You can put Windows 11 on there, you can play PC games. Razer is rumored to come out with the Snapdragon G3X, which is a streamer-friendly console that can play games across PC, mobile, consoles, and the cloud. So, depending on how that looks and how that plays, Steam Deck's going to have some real competition. Alright, if you can play PC, console, mobile, and on the cloud, does that mean you can be on the metaverse on the Snapdragon? I don't know, because I barely know what the metaverse is, if I'm being completely honest with you. But yeah, I mean, you know, it looks pretty badass. The Steam Deck definitely looks a little bit more like the Switch to me. The Snapdragon kind of looks like an off-brand thing you would find at Walmart, if I'm being completely honest. Now, I don't know what either of these things feel like, so I can't really say too much. But as far as appearance goes, I would rather go for the Steam Deck. It just looks more sleek and like less chintzy and cheap. I don't like the whole, like, you know, the grip on the side's cool, but you should definitely add like accessories, you know, to add that grip, because I don't like the look of like a long controller. It just looks like a smartphone in the middle of a plastic casing like that, you know what I mean? Now, it is still heavily being developed, so I haven't seen too awful much about it. If I find anything else, I'll be making a second video like this talking about the Snapdragon G3X, you know, just kind of get some more information and talk to you guys about it. But it does have a 6.65-inch OLED display, so it's slightly smaller than the Steam Deck, but slightly bigger than the original Switch model. So you gotta think, this is a Switch, right? The original Switch. It's gonna be slightly bigger than this. I mean, that's pretty big. You know, like I always thought that the Switch was pretty big. Now it says Steam Deck is smaller, so I'm not sure how much smaller than the Switch. I probably could have looked up the dimensions to be 100% honest with you, but I would rather have something like just a smidge smaller than the Switch. You know, the Switch Lites, the ones that don't like have the dock capabilities, I think that would be a perfect size for a Steam Deck or the Snapdragon, either one. You know, like a portable PC, like I think that would be pretty badass to have in the size of a Switch Lite. Naturally, it's kind of hard to fit, you know, PC gaming into something that small. I understand that, but it would just be kind of cool to see, just saying. Along with the 6.65 display, the Snapdragon also has 2 integrated mics and a camera for streaming. So right there is kind of ahead of the game on the Steam Deck. Like, yeah, the Steam Deck has ports, but it does not have a camera. So I can't imagine you'll put a webcam on a handheld device and walk around like this to stream. You know, shout out to the Snapdragon for looking ahead like that and being pretty streamer oriented in that sense. While the Snapdragon can run games at 144 FPS, the Steam Deck can run AAA games at 60 FPS on medium settings. I mean, to me, that kind of evens out, in my opinion. So, I mean, 144 FPS is pretty good, though. It's pretty solid. So Qualcomm, the manufacturer for the chip in the Snapdragon, actually makes processors for a lot of major Android phones. And mobile gaming is becoming a lot more resource intensive, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they come out with next. Being able to run Fortnite or Call of Duty on a portable handheld personal computer would be pretty impressive to not see like any like overheating issues. So you get, obviously they're going to have like a pretty good fan system. For instance, like the one on the Switch, the original Switch, a lot of people complain about it, but I personally have not had a problem with it. I mean, who would have seen this coming? You know, mobile gamers and PC gamers uniting for the Snapdragon GX3. Like, I mean, that's pretty nuts. That's pretty freaking nuts. If you can play mobile on a Snapdragon as well as PC games, and then it also said consoles, so possibly get Microsoft Store or Xbox Game Pass on the Snapdragon, which would be that would be nuts. You know, because that would be the first step towards a mobile Xbox experience, which I've been talking about for a long time. If Microsoft came out with a handheld, could you imagine having a portable Xbox in your hands? They've never come out with a portable. They've never come out with a handheld device. You know, like you have the PSP, the PS Vita, Nintendo Switch, the 3DS, the Game Boy. Xbox has never made a step in that direction. It would be pretty sick nasty to see. Since you can put Windows 11 on a Steam Deck, does that mean you can get the Xbox Game Pass on the Steam Deck as well? Play some portable Halo? That would be sick. And with that being said, that is pretty much everything I know about the Steam Deck and the Snapdragon GX3. Pretty exciting, you know, like this is the future of mobile gaming. I've always loved handheld gaming. So to see such companies like Valve and Razer making strides to bring it back to a community and make it streamer friendly, like that's the future, man. And it's crazy. You could literally just take your Steam Deck or Snapdragon anywhere you are and stream Halo or Call of Duty or Fortnite, whatever it is. Like that's pretty nuts. I mean, obviously you're going to need like Wi-Fi or a hotspot or something. So, I mean, that part's probably kind of, you know, up in the air, but I mean, regardless, I'm very excited to see where this goes. I have my mid-range reserved for $5 on Valve.com. If you guys want to, I'll leave a link in the description down below if the pre-orders are still available, which I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure you can still reserve them for $5. Don't kill me if not. Like I said, you can check all the sources down below. If I missed any information, you guys can check it out and read it for yourself. But other than that, guys, hopefully you did enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments if you are excited for the Steam Deck or if you're excited to see some rivalry between Valve and Razer competing in the mobile handheld space. Like that's pretty nuts. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go check out Grind Productions. Check out my main channel. Check out Twitch. Get yourself some nice Grind gaming merchandise on the Grind spread shop. Follow us on all social medias. All the links will be in the description down below. Keep your heads high. Stay positive. Keep on grinding, gangsters.